Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, out here at Mighty Thumper. So I just want to do a quick little comparison video for you guys. I have my 84 Argo here. She's a 17 horsepower Kohler. I just want to show you the comparison with a new Argo. This is a new Frontier. She's last year's model, 2022. However, it is pretty much the exact same machine as a 2023. So this is a quick little comparison video in case you never had the opportunity or you're debating on what to buy. And I just want to show you what's going on with the old ones versus the new ones, and we'll just go through it and talk about some changes, and we'll just see what's different, what's cool, and just a little quick rundown. So first and foremost, you can tell by looking at the machine, I'm not sure how good the video portrays it, but there is a massive difference in height. This machine right here, from like the body line up, is a lot taller. So if I stand next to it, for example, that's like right to here, almost like my stomach. And if I come over here, you can see we're looking down. Big difference in height. That's about probably 8-10 inches or so. With this machine here, she is an 8-wheeler. This one is the 6-wheeler, but it doesn't really matter for the purposes of like the rear two wheels. I got the panel out of her now because I'm gonna get ready to build this machine, but with this machine, you're kind of stepping down into it. So you can see, like, if you're to throw your leg up, you're going down into it. With this machine, it's the opposite. You actually have to step up into it. It's a lot taller. This is sitting on 24 inches tires. This is my 84 model. She is sitting on 20-inch tires. They're actually the original tires for it. I need to swap them out. They're actually dry rotted and some got tubes in it. We'll see that on a future build. But you can see one of the main differences is the height. If we look at this one over here, the width is pretty much the same. You can tell that they're not much wider. Same with this one, not really much wider, but it's mainly the mold and the height is the main differences. All right, so let's do a little bit of comparison. Here's the new one, the 2022 model. So if you go to pick up a new machine, this is basically the exact same thing you're going to be picking up. You can see a couple things. Steering controls are different right away. We have the Argo's progressive steering is what they call it. You kind of steer it like a handlebar, almost like a bicycle or like a dirt bike or a three-wheeler or something. Even, I guess you can kind of call it like an ATV. With the old one, steering controls are on the right-hand side. It's on sticks. Some people don't like the sticks. I actually love the sticks. I find them really fun to drive. You're driving along, you pull one back, you turn a bit to the right, pull the other one back, you turn a bit to the left, or you pull both back to slow her down and come to a stop. With this one, it's a little bit different. You actually have to steer it. The harder you turn, the more she engages that brake and turns harder that way. So we also have the throttle here, which is just on like a finger throttle, a handbrake over there, and then we have our controls. And if we look at this other side, we have your throttle. There is no handbrake on this older machine. This is the comparison. This is the gearbox. Normally it has the labels, which I got over here. You'll see it says high, low, neutral, reverse. Gearbox is basically the exact same. It's just the position of it and the handlebar. That's the only major difference, in the steering. So when we're sitting in this machine, we can see we have low, high, and off for the headlights, on and off. In order to start her, you got to pull in on your brake, I'm pretty positive, and pushing on the starter. This is our choke. We have our 12 volts factory bilge pump and factory or add-on accessory for the winch. This normally has a digital gauge, nice and fancy. Other than that, bare bones. This is what Argos are. They're utility machines. Drink holders are really cool. I really like how they put that into the mold. But yeah, let's go have a look at the other one now. So if we're looking at the old one, over here is my key switch. You can turn it on, and then all the way to the right will engage your starter. The little black knob is the choke. The other one is your lights. Over here is some bilge pumps I just added on, two little switches, and a 12 volt. So kind of similar. It is missing the nice little drink holders. No big deal though. with this older style, the 84, the seat doesn't move and it's kind of down low. One thing I'd like to have done, which I'll probably be doing in the future on this machine here, is I'm going to bring the seat up, bring it back a bit, and extend it up, kind of to mimic that nice large pad or nice large cushion on the back. With the new Argo, we have our under the seat storage, really nice tray. You can see this is all air clips, easy to be removed. I'm going to move this over out of the way. The front, they got it like a nice paneling here. It looks like galvanized metal. The rear is actually plastic down here. Almost looks like a bedline texture over it. But other than that, the machines are very similar. They are still Argo's like true basic utility machine. One thing cool, they do have headlights on this one. Or tail lights, I should say. I'm on the wrong end. On my old machine back here, it doesn't have any rear brake lights. Maybe I'll add some in. Just I'm going to be accessorizing this machine over the next little while. But let's see what else we have. We have our nice little clips right here. Just pop them out and then flips up. We can see everything's down here tucked away, nice and tidy. The hydraulics. It has 23 horsepower Vanguard. A lot of horsepower for a little old six-wheeler. This one here, it's an air clip. So, nice simple design. Pop that out. And you can see I got an old 17 horsepower Kohler. Here's my brakes down there. This one looks a lot simpler because it kind of is in that regard. There's less sensors. This is your basic utility machine. It doesn't have a computer, nothing like that. It just has a couple switches, power up the engine. That one over there is basically the same. It just has a few extra add-ons because of where it's a new machine. Has factory bilge on this one. On mine, I added some temporary bilge hoses that I normally had over the side. I'm actually going to be putting them as like outboard built, kind of like this one. But I haven't had a chance to do that just yet. Over here, you'll see on the side of the nice air screen, this is the output for the bilge. But that's a big or large screen for cooling. You can see mine over here, small little screen. And the other side has a big screen as well. Because if you think about it, this has an engine sitting in a plastic tub, which is going to heat up. And over here, this I need to fix on this thing when it pulls it apart. But kind of similar. Kind of similar. So if we look underneath this big boat, the new one, the six-wheeler, you can see right away there's a big difference in ground clearance. It's a little bit awkward to do this, but I'm getting almost 10 inches of ground clearance in the center. If you look underneath her, she's all high in the center. So nice bit of ground clearance that they increased. So yeah, guys, if you do notice anything else that I'm kind of missing, we can see like it has like a small little plastic handguard, but just as a quick rundown. One thing really cool about these new ones, you can see all the little holes in the rims. I haven't had a good look at it, but I'd say most likely that's for grease points for your bearings, which would make that super convenient. Because the old ones, they don't have that, and you kind of want to take the wheels off to properly grease it, as I've discovered before. But yeah, guys, quick little rundown and a comparison. I've had this out, I've had it in the pond and stuff. This is the six-wheeler. I do like the eight-wheelers a lot as well. Really nimble, fun to drive, and floats really well. You don't really want more than one person in the machine in the water. You're going to have two, but keep in mind the water capacity is only about 500 pounds. On this one, this floats a little bit more nose heavy, but I believe that's because she is the eight-wheeler itself. Really fun to drive. Can't wait to actually fix her up and do a bit of work and have her ready for trails again. But nice machine as well. A couple things to note as well with these old ones versus the new ones. These tires are more readily available. These old ones are getting harder to find. There is some things you can do, like you can buy like a snow tires and stuff. You don't truly need amphibious tires. You can always run like a outboard motor on the back and be pretty much just as capable. These machines will go pretty much anywhere. In terms of capability, this one is open differential transmission. Same with that one, meaning that it's a brake skid steer. It's not like the transmission they have, like the Admiral's transmission, which is differential based. This old one will go just as far as that one, and you throw tracks on either of them, they're going the same places. So there's a couple things to keep in mind if you're going looking at a new one or an old one. But for this video, we're just doing a quick comparison. But alright guys, I will see you guys again soon in another video, and we'll see what we get up to. So take care, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a few more Argo videos. This one over here is getting pulled apart. I'm going to take the top off. I have maybe 20 different ideas and accessories for that one. So I want to make this one more accessorized, and I want to do something cool like this one. This is the mount, like the aftermarket mount you can buy from the dealer, or just, I guess we'll call it accessory. You can see it's on hitches. This is designed to be removable. So I want to do something similar to this when it puts a winch on her. Have it front and rear, stuff like that. I also got a canopy tucked in the corner to go on this thing, and I got a windshield for her. So stay tuned to the channel, guys. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe and like, and I will see you again in another video. Take care, and enjoy your rides. See you later. Marty is out.